Well, hello and good afternoon, good morning. How are you? It's good to see you once again. My name is Coach Doreen Lettsome Reid, marketplace ministry expert to high performing Christian women, leaders ages 40 and above, rising to coach in the worldwide marketplace. And I'm here to unlock the confidence inside you to overcome fear, shatter misconceptions, increase confidence, and profit by faith. Welcome to Confident Woman Incubator podcast. It's always a pleasure to see you again, to just have this opportunity to share, connect, and grow. And we're focusing with the four key elements to unlock what's inside you: self-care, spiritual, professional, and business development. And today we are really going to ask you some challenging questions as we are we're in the thick of things in 2022, and we have some very thought-provoking questions to ask you so that you can unlock the confidence inside you. So the first question today is, are you procrastinating about financial change? Hmm, let's think about that. You know what? Those bills are piling up. I see them coming in the mail, but I'm not opening them. So are you procrastinating about financial change? Are you procrastinating about even setting a budget? It's almost the 15th of the month. Most of us have we even looked at the budget? Have we even formulated the budget? Or are we procrastinating about setting a budget? Let's see. Well, we have the solution for you, none other than CEO and financial coach Cynthia Johnson. She is the CEO of Money Matters Financial Solutions, and she is here to take control, help you to take control of your finances. And Cynthia, this is such an amazing way to literally kick off the new year with the Take Control Financial Challenge. So, welcome to Confident Woman Incubator podcast.
Thank you, thank you, thank you, Doreen. I'm excited to be here. As you stated, we're kicking off a new year. We're in 2022, and it's time to really ponder and think about our finances, because oftentimes that's just something that we just kind of like shift to the side. So I'm very grateful for this opportunity to be here today and to share with your viewers.
Absolutely, because it is time. We are in 2022. The time is now to make the most of this opportunity to literally take control. So, we're just welcoming everyone watching and listening to Confident One Incubator to get in control, take control with this financial challenge. So it's literally called 2022 Take Control Financial Challenge. This is a call of action for you to unlock what's inside you and also to unlock some finances. There may be some money that you can be having in your wallet right now that you're not even aware of that you could have, but with this financial challenge, Cynthia is going to help us give some keys to you so that you can unlock your finances, take control, and really start off the new year right. So, Cynthia, when I ask the audience those thought-provoking questions, are you procrastinating about financial change? Are you even procrastinating about setting a budget? As a financial coach and an expert in your field, and the CEO of Money Matters Financial Solutions, what would you say to these thought-provoking questions?
I would say procrastination is a real thing. And I say that because oftentimes we really don't want to deal with the reality of finances. I've been there. I'm one to raise my hand because oftentimes it's overwhelming, because many times we have more going out than we have coming in. And oftentimes we don't want to see the big picture. We don't want to see the reality of it. So procrastination plays a big role in blocking us as individuals from moving forward or setting goals. Because I don't care what goal you set, what objective you set, until you are ready to face reality, you are literally going nowhere. So just to procrastinate means that it's just going to take longer to meet those goals or get to your end result whenever you're procrastinating.
So, what would be the first tip that you would give Confident Woman Incubator listeners and viewers today to help them literally just take control
Okay.
of the finances?
Okay. I'm glad you asked that. The first thing I would say is a mindset change. It starts with the mind. Everything seems to start with the mind. We hear in the word of God that we have to renew our mind. Sometimes we have bad habits. So it starts with the mind, a conscious decision that I am going to do this. Nothing starts until a decision is made in the mind that is what, that this is what I'm going to do. So the first thing I would say, make a decision. Make a decision, commit to it, commit to seeing it through, because oftentimes it's overwhelming. We look at it as though it is a huge mountain, but every financial plan is doable. It's just chiseling at it little bit by little bit by little bit. And I know when we look at it, it's just overwhelming because we see all this money going out and not much money coming in. So there are a few things that I made a note of today that I want to suggest. I understand we're in the middle of this pandemic, but if we practice principles, we can make things happen. If we set goals, we can make things happen. The race is not given to the swift, but those who endure. If you plan it out, walk it out, stay committed to it, I promise you, you'll get the result that you need. So the first thing that I want to share with you all, the first little tip, is the no spending challenge. I guess you're like, oh,
Wow. We got to get the pin out on this, Cynthia, because, the ladies that are watching right now, I would say about, 80% of ladies watching right now, Confident Woman Incubator, and listening to the podcast, I would say about 80% of households, the woman is responsible for the finances. The woman is responsible for the grocery shopping, paying the bills, getting the children their clothes, and all of these are spending items. So normally, that is, I would say, about 80%. Would you agree with that kind of like statistics here in America? Would you say that that would be a fair statistic?
I do. I do. I agree with you 100. I do.
So we as women that are watching and listening right now, we need to have our pen, because she said the no spending challenge. And so that is huge. We need to write this down, because the no, I'm literally writing this down, no spending challenge is incorporated in the one-on-one coaching with me. When you get your one-on-one coaching package, Confident Woman Rise, because the coaching that Cynthia is giving to you right now, the tips, she's going to expand on those tips that she's giving right now in the coaching session, because the financial coaching is also included. Yes, it's included. So you want to write these things down so that when you coach with us, then you can actually apply them. So this is really good. So we have the no spending challenge. Now tell us what this is and what we need to do.
Okay. With this challenge, first of all, I ask you to be committed to the challenge and to the journey. And what this is you set an amount of time: 6 months, a year, 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, whatever you feel is comfortable for you to start this particular challenge. So set an amount of time, how many months you want to do this. Do not spend any extra money beyond the basics of food, housing, gas, because we know those are necessities. We cannot do without those things. So the no spending challenge is similar to, well, I'll say this: look at it as though you're fasting. It's like fasting, but with your spending. Challenge yourself for a short period of time or a long period of time. No spending. Examples of that, like, well, what do you mean no spending extra money? Everything I get, I need. Not necessarily, because look at this. First thing, new clothes. That's one of the ways that you can challenge yourself, not spending extra money purchasing new clothes. The second thing I want to point out is eating out. Is it convenient? Yes. Is it costly? Yes. Can you cut back? Yes. It just takes a little more time in the kitchen, a little more time preparing, a little more time making them sandwiches or whatever you got to do, but it is doable. Another thing, Amazon. How many people been on Amazon shopping during the holidays buying stuff? Amazon. Cut out the online shopping, whatever that is. Hey, like I say, carve out a time. How many months you want to do this? It is doable. Painful, it may be, but it is doable. Another thing, purchases made on credit cards that are not necessary. If your car breaks down and you do not have the money to get that fixed, of course, I understand that. But unnecessary purchases on a credit card that we really don't need, you can carve away, and you don't really realize how much money you're saving whenever you begin to cut back on these different things. Pretty much it's just being mindful of where your money is going. And oftentimes we say, well, I can't cut, I don't have this, and I can't pull from there. Truly, if we do inventory, if we really do a budget and look at what we have going on in our homes most of the time in our household, there is somewhere where we can cut money. It's going to be painful. I'm not going to tell you it's going to be fun. It's going to be easy. It's going to be painful because we as humans, we like to buy. And sometimes we buy based on emotions. Sometimes we just buy spontaneous. That's just the human side of us. But at some point in time, we have to take control and we have to be committed to the journey. If we want to get out of this, if we want to climb up and have control of our finances so that one day we can make investments as women or as men, we can make investments and we can reap a profit off of it. We don't have to live paycheck to paycheck all the time. It may require getting a part-time job. I tell you what, I see signs everywhere that people are hiring. Yes, there's a pandemic here, but there are signs everywhere people are hiring. It's just we're going to have to get creative in this time period that we are living in to figure out if your household needs extra money, to figure out where to get that extra money from. And also being creative to figure out where can I cut the costs, because we can cut the costs. It may require cutting some channels off a cable. It may mean breaking that cell phone bill down to the very basics. But you have to look at it, what's important. Right now I'm trying to take control of my finances. Right now I'm trying to build wealth. Right now I'm trying to leave a legacy for my family. So I've got to start somewhere. I can't just keep doing what I'm doing, because you'll never get to that end result if you do. So that's the number one challenge, the no spending challenge, the fasting challenge. That's what I'm going to call it.
Yes, this is really good. Very practical, because the no spending challenge, I would recommend doing it for 1 month. Because if you try to do it for a long period of time, you may get slack, you may get off course. Sometimes having those short-term goals are more doable or more practical than those long-term goals. Let's be faithful in the small things in the small amount of time, and then build on the longer time. When we're faithful in the small things, God says He'll reward us in the greater. And so when we learn how to be disciplined with just 1 month, which is literally just 4 weeks, and in some months it's 3 weeks. I think February is a short month. January is a little short month. So we have these short months coming up where we can just focus on 3 weeks and do the no spending challenge. I know for myself, I have been implementing these things with renewing my mind, because I've been cooking more. Um, you know, I for years cooked 7 days a week. So when my children left the house and I didn't have to do that anymore, I'm like, whew. But then I realized that what I was doing was buying groceries and going out to dinner. And so it was like two grocery bills. So what I've done is started cooking more at home.
Mm-hmm.
And even if I do go, if I get snacks or you want snacks or things in the house, instead of going to the gas station or going to these little quick places, I'm
Right.
going to the grocery store and getting a big bag for $2.50. And then prayerfully, my husband doesn't eat it at one time, but it is what it is. Everything is not gonna, at
Yeah.
least we're moving in the right
Right.
direction. I'll put it that way, because men eat. And so, yes, and instead of getting, the one can of soda that you would get in the gas, because those gas station prices are different
Yes.
from grocery prices. These are just practical things.
Yes.
One can of soda in the gas station can be up to $2 to $3. And then you're buying the little thing of chips, when you're
Yes.
out riding and about, and next thing you know, you spent $20
Yes.
plus the gas is $20. You've spent $40, and you're like, well, where did the money go? When you could have took that same $40 and went to the grocery store with a specific list of things that you need to cook a meal and get your snacks, and still have $40 and then have some change left over to put gas in your car to get back home. So these are just some practical things that Cynthia is giving us with the no spending challenge. And if we relate it to it as fasting, we can kind of like understand the discipline behind this, because we're
Yes.
going to have to be disciplined.
Yes.
Discipline equals profitability. I've seen that in my life, where I become more disciplined with some things. And even with the cable, we don't have the cord anymore. We have the app, and that app let us save like $100 and something. And then the retention department, they have sales all the time, so you can call periodically and ask them to speak specifically to the retention department, and they can uh, customize your bundling
Right.
based on the promotion that they have. And the last time I did that, it saved me $40.
Right.
So it's time for me to call again,
Right.
because I'm going to be saving some more money. And if,
Right.
and if they don't do that, I've already talked to my husband that we can go to Best Buy and purchase this. He knows about this antenna that will allow you to get live shows with this
Mm-hmm.
antenna, and you can just totally turn off Spectrum app and whatever you're using
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
altogether, and go through live shows, and you can still keep your streaming. Some of the streaming is for free, that we have on our TV, because we have a Roku TV. So all of these things add up. These
Yes.
little practical things add up. And I want my bank account to change as a business owner this year. And we were talking about that, Cynthia, how even procrastination can get in the way of us as kingdompreneurs and as entrepreneurs and as CEOs, because we have most of us that understand that our business and personal money should never mix.
Yes.
We have established our businesses legitimately, and we're certified businesses. We understand that business expenses and personal expenses are different. So when we talk
Yes.
about business expenses, when I'm looking at my business successes, and I just did this yesterday, the Holy Spirit told me to do this, and He's given me a list of things to do. So over here in my office, I have all of my business expenses,
Yes.
and I have the dates when they're due,
Yes. Yes.
so that I am aware
Yes.
of what's going on in my business.
Yes.
I also have, that's the red side, and then the green side, I also have the income stream. So
Mm-hmm.
as a coach, I have specific income streams that I have developed for my business to be profitable, that I know I have to generate this income to be sustainable. So looking at these numbers and not
Yes.
procrastinating and being willing to look at them for what they are,
Yes.
then I can say, okay, I need to improve here, here, and
Yes.
here with my finances to become a six-figure earner. And that should be everyone's goal. It is possible, like you said, to become a six-figure earner if you take these practical choices.
Yes.
So, Cynthia, what do you have to say about specifically to the business owner? Because you're a CEO as well. So
Mm-hmm.
you have a business. So what would you say for a business owner that's watching how to take control of their business expenses, business income, and business finances?
Pretty much what you said, Doreen, is the same format that I use. I mean, in front of me here, I have my business costs. I have the dates that they are due, just like you. I have it all mapped out. So it's a snapshot because I think we have to map it out to see where we're going. And then the income over here is okay, this is what I need to have to come in, that I need to have come in order to pay what needs to go out. So for me, I'm visual and I've got to have everything posted here and there. So I'm like you, I have my expenses over here and then I have the income stream over here to make sure that that what's coming in is going to meet those bills. And it's planning with everything. It's
Okay.
planning,
So just planning it out.
planning,
Okay. And
planning.
so what you're saying is giving the snapshot is like part of the planning process.
Yes, exactly. Because I want to throw this in too, personal and business. First of all, we need to get clear. We need to get clear on our financial goals. Say for 2022, business or personal. Okay, where am I going? These are my expenses for the year. This is my total. This is what is going to go out for this whole year. Therefore, I need X amount of dollars for this year in order to meet my expenses for the year. So it's preparing and planning and it's mapping it out, whether it's writing it out, whether it's by a vision board, whatever works for you to figure out how can I get X amount of dollars so that I can cover the X amount of dollars that need to go out. To me, honestly, there's no way to do it without planning. You've got to look at it. You've got to have a plan. We have got to have a plan. Without the vision, the people perish. We got to have a plan and a vision to know where we're going. If we don't have it, I can't say, okay, for instance, if I want to purchase a copy or something, that's a plan. I need to plan it out. I need to figure out how I'm going to do that. I need X amount of customers. I got this going out per month. So therefore, I can probably get my copier. This is just an example. It may take me a year to get it because I only have, say, for example, for conversational purposes, $50. So I just need to go ahead and set this $50 aside. And then within 12 months, I'll be able to get my copier. So if we don't map it out, if we don't plan it, we're not going anywhere. We're not going to make any progress. As hard and painful as it is, we have to deal with it. We got a plan. We got to have a plan.
And so that's part of the taking control.
Yes.
To take control of it, to have a snapshot.
Yes.
Which is part of developing your plan. You know what? When you were speaking, this is what the Holy Spirit just told me. You ready for this? Mm-hmm. I've never heard this. Clarifying your mission, message, mandate concerning finances.
That's good.
Clarifying, getting real clear on your mission, message, and mandate for your finances.
Real clear.
So your financial mission, message, and mandate, not just from a business perspective or a personal development perspective, but also from a financial perspective, clarifying your mission, your message, and your mandate. So when we talk about your mission, what is your mission financially for 2022? You have to clarify that. What is your message? Is your message going to be I'm broke and disgusted? Or is my message going to be that God supplies my needs according to his riches and glory by Christ Jesus? What is the mandate? Why is it that you want to position yourself financially? My mandate is that I am called to proclaim and to advance God's kingdom in the earth. I can't do that making $2.
Right.
Because he said, bring ye the tithes into the storehouse. So my mandate for me as the CEO of Divine Connection Network Association and as a certified business coach is to raise up an army of women that we are profiting by faith. We are profiting by faith so that we can advance God's kingdom, because it takes God's kingdom in order for the gospel to be preached. And we do that through our businesses. Hallelujah.
Yes.
Glory be to God.
Yes.
We've got to clarify our mission, message, and mandate financially, because people are waiting on us, Cynthia. They are waiting. There are homeless people waiting for you to start a nonprofit. There are people waiting on you to sponsor them. There are people waiting on you to pay for their to have a scholarship, which is what I'm called to do. I am called to have a scholarships for women, that they too can become certified business coaches, where they too can have the educational journey be complete, just like mine was. That's what I'm called to do, and I can't do that with $2.
Right.
Woo! Come on here. That's the
Right.
oh, come
Right.
on,
That's good.
glory be to
Right. That's
God.
good. That's good.
That's a new
That's good.
perspective.
That's good.
That makes it. It's not
That's
about
good.
me. It's not about the Louis Vuitton. It's not
Right.
about the Coach pocketbook.
It's right.
That's about souls, making
Yes.
sure that I'm in position and condition financially, so that the advancement of the kingdom.
Wow.
Oh my God, Cynthia.
Wow.
That is
Wow.
Rhema.
That's
That is
powerful.
Rhema knowledge. That did not come from me.
That's powerful.
And that's what you're telling us today. You are giving us the tools to take control.
Right.
Practical, real world application.
Right. And can I just throw something in real quick?
Of course.
If you don't mind, let me just throw this in real quick. This is just an example. This is something simple. I figured if I put it out, if I broke it down like this, maybe we can understand. Let's say, for instance, if we had started on January the 1st, we know that Christmas is coming the end of this year, 2022, and prayerfully, God spare our lives, we'll still be here. The challenge to you is, I know we're already in the month, but this is just an example, and you can pick up and start, but this is just to give you something to gauge your financial journey on. If you had started on January the 1st, saving $20, if you are paid weekly, saving $20 out of your paycheck every week, the end of the year, you will have $960. That is $20 times 4, then times 12. That's $960 in that 12-month period. Now, come on. What if you raise it up to $30? What if you raise it up to $40? What if you raise it up to $50? See, that's how we have to do this. We have to break it down in little bite-sized pieces so that we can take control and we can handle it. Because when we break it down like that, it doesn't seem so impossible. Come on, $20 every week. I might have to cut back, like Doreen was saying, buy a pack of sodas and pack of chips. Stay away from McDonald's and everybody else. But $20 a week in 12 months, $20 every pay period, weekly. 12 months, you'll have $960 that you can do all your Christmas shopping or help supplement your Christmas shopping. So that's just an example to show you how you can break it down in bite-sized pieces. And when I put it to you like that, it's like, oh, it gives me hope. You mean to tell me I can have $960 in 12 months? Yes, you can. You $20 every week.
Check this out. You can become a millionaire.
Yes.
You can become a millionaire by just saying no to pizza once a week.
Yes. Yes.
That's what Northeastern Technical College President Wagner was speaking to me on last week. We were in a meeting. He said, you can become a millionaire. But did you know that you can become a millionaire just by not eating a pizza? Because now pizzas are $25. Because normally they come with the bundle of the drink, the breadstick, and the pizza. So it's about $20. And then if you get it delivered, because of the pandemic, that's an extra $3. So you're looking at about $30. But he was using, in his scenario, just $21. You can become a millionaire just by being disciplined enough to set aside $21 a week. over time. And guess what else? This is some practical stuff. We can take the 900 and something, what you said was 900 and what dollars?
$960.
Okay, so
960.
instead of taking that on Christmas, which is a temporal thing,
Right.
we can take the $960 and invest in
Come
real
on now.
estate.
Yes.
Invest in real estate, something that's going to make me money.
Yes.
Let's
Yes.
renew our mind. And now, Cynthia, what I want you to do, I want you to end this show with just a huge bang. I want you to tell them how you even got into this, because your story is so powerful. I want you to share with the women. You are a licensed real estate agent. You
Yes.
understand the value of property. You understand
Yes.
the value of
Yes.
investing. You own your own home.
Yes.
You've owned multiple homes because you when you moved here, you had your own home, and now you're in another home.
Yes.
So you understand the power of ownership on both
Yes.
sides, because you sell it and you live it. Come on here now, somebody.
Now
Then on top of that, you are a transitional specialist, because you help women that are transitioning in different parts of their lives, whether you were married and you're in a widowed state, or maybe you were married and now you are in a separated state or a divorced state. Maybe you were transitioning from one location to another. You've got it all covered, because you are a transitional specialist. And so I want you to break this down, how you even got into this, so that so that they can understand that you are well equipped to empower women.
let me tell you something. You got me all fired up because when you started talking about that real estate, I got really fired up, honey. Because let me tell you something. When I was out there selling houses, and I was actually doing it part time, I had a full time job, and I'm still on that full time job right now. But anyway, when I was out there actually selling houses, actively selling at that point, I became very passionate because I came in contact with too many people who felt like they could not buy anything. They felt like they could not own anything. And I'm like, who told you that? We should be in ownership. We should be investing in property. We should be buying the land. We should be buying stuff that's going to give us a return. Yeah, it's good to have a car, but a car is not going to give you a return. So I became very passionate in real estate because I'm like, look, this thing is doable. You can buy a house versus renting. Take that rent money and make it a mortgage payment. It's not, I know it might be scary, but you can do it. And then open up a savings account, which is your emergency fund for your roof or your flooring or whatever you need. It's all planning it out. And you just don't know what it feels like to own, to be an owner. Just own your land, own your business, own your home. Be an owner of something, people. Let's not go through life not, just not owning anything. And that's how I became passionate with all of this. And then I personally had to dig my way out of debt many years when I was living in Florida. I made a decision like, look, let me tell you something. Let me back up for a minute. I had every credit card under the sun, and that is no joke. When I opened my wallet, I had a credit card for just about every store and everything. And I got them when I was in college, and I continued to keep them. But the light bulb came on one day. I don't want to live like this anymore. I don't want to live from paycheck to paycheck, and all my money is going to bills, because at the end of the day, people are looking at your worth. When you go and sit down with somebody, they want to know what your worth is. And your worth comes when you have some money, you have some investments, you have some assets. That is what's going to speak beyond anything. They don't care that you have 5 cars in the yard, because those 5 cars can't bring you no return. But when you pop up in there and you're sitting in front of somebody and you say, yeah, I own a tract of land. Yes, I own my own home. Those are things that have value and can bring a return. Oh, yes, I have my IRA over here. Oh, yeah, I invested in this over here. That is what gives us power. At the end of the day, it's like, what is your wealth? What are your assets? We don't care you got 10 cars in the yard. It means absolutely nothing. We don't care you have a ring on every finger. It means absolutely nothing. We don't care you have a Louis Vuitton on your shoulder. It means absolutely nothing.
We
But
should
baby,
be
when you
investing in the company,
exactly,
getting stocks in Louis Vuitton, getting
exactly,
stocks in Coach, getting stocks
exactly.
in Apple, getting
It's
stocks. So
Yes.
Instead of wearing it, we should be
Yes.
investing in
Yes.
it. And,
Exactly.
and this and this stuff is possible. Yes, it is possible for
Yes.
African Americans. It is possible for
Yes.
women. It is
Yes.
possible if you're transitioning from one
Yes.
situation to another situation. I'm telling you,
Yes.
Cynthia Johnson is the transitional specialist. She transition you from renting to home ownership. She can transition you from being broke and disgusted to having money, because she's going to give you the plan to take control. And the number one plan we've talked about today is no spending challenge. Come
Yes.
on, we
Yes.
can get started today, people.
Yes.
I'm here to tell you, and we already have the links for you in the description of this video right now. We've already got it for you. You are literally just a click away to take control. Yes, you are. You are literally a click
Yes.
away
Yes.
from taking control, because when you're doing your webinar, the 3 P's, it's time to just overcome this procrastination.
Yes.
Do your webinar. It's a free webinar. You get instant access. 3 P's: pressure, procrastination, persistence. And that's what Cynthia is talking about. She's talking about being persistent with this no spending challenge, so you can take control of your finances. And then, of course, when you come into the webinar, you book your one-on-one coaching session with me. The coaching session, let me help you, ladies. It includes, have you ever heard of this? It includes financial coaching. Hello. The one-on-one coaching sessions with me, when you're getting your package, Confident Woman Rise, your coaching package, it includes financial coaching. We want you to take control
Yes.
in business, in life, and in
Yes.
every area. It includes it. It's a win-win.
Yes. Yes.
And so, this is a no-brainer. You are literally a click away from taking control. And the things that Cynthia has given you today are immediate fixes. You can
Exactly.
immediately apply them. These are results-driven strategies, but you need faith accountability partners. I am a certified business coach. You need to work with me one-on-one with your Confident Woman Rise 3-month coaching package. And then you work with Cynthia as well, which is included with your finances. And together, we are helping you unlock what's inside you to take control. That's what we're doing. That's what it's about. Woo! That's some
That's
hashtag
good.
confident woman. You
That's
better
good.
drop it in. You better drop it in the comment. Hashtag the confident woman. You better drop it in the comment. This has been Confident Woman Incubator Podcast. Cynthia, anything that you want to say in closing for today? Our podcast audience is probably like standing on its head by now. I am so excited that you came on this show today. This was amazing. Anything you want to say in closing?
I'm excited. I thank you. And I hope some of the viewers, the audience, will take the challenge and do one or two of them. I'm excited for you. Just start. Start somewhere. Just start. That's all I want you to do. Just start. And you'll see where it goes. You will end up with results. Thank you, Doreen.
Woo! This has been Confident Woman Incubator Podcast. We are so thankful for you joining us today live, as well as listening on the download. We appreciate all of our six stations that host Confident Woman Incubator Podcast. We're steady expanding. We're in 7 countries. Wow. So people in South Africa are listening to you right now, Cynthia.
Wow.
Wow, that's just huge, right? And
That's
we have
good.
yes,
That's
we
good.
have 7 countries, and we're steady expanding. So this is amazing. We know you want to share, connect, and grow. Go ahead and share this video. Go ahead and like it. Go ahead and do the downloadable. Do everything that you need to do to unlock what's inside you and take control. This has been Confident Woman Incubator
Yeah.
Podcast. Coach Doreen Lettsome Reid and CEO Cynthia Johnson. We are here today, and we are looking forward to connecting with you soon. Go right to the link and click the 3 P's, free instant access to the webinar. And of course, get your one-on-one coaching session, Confident Woman Rise coaching package with me. And it includes financial coaching. Win-win, no brainer. We'll see you soon. Have a good one.